day 58, it looks like, on Road to a Million. I'm recording this, well, my dinner's finishing up. It's like, has to boil. It's like some ground beef rice mixture thing that has to simmer for 25 minutes. So I was going to record this, shower, and then probably just watch a movie to end the night. Because today, like, I wouldn't say I was slightly tired, but today I was just kind of like, let's just meditate, let's just sit, let's just be present, let's just be here. Because I've been, like, I was going all day Friday night and then all day Saturday, and then Sunday evening I was going all day as well then, and then tonight too, which I'm actually grateful for. I ended up then going on a bike ride with one of my friends from the apartment that I ran into. Got some footage from there as well. So I have 3 to 4 days worth of footage. So I have at least, I'd say, 3 solid videos in the pipeline for me to be editing and working on, which is super exciting. And that's kind of what I was like, let's just get the footage this week. Let's see what I can do. Let's just try and create something and then build up from there. Got some more selfies with people yesterday. I don't think I said that in the title, which I just post selfies with me and strangers, essentially, or photos with me and strangers that I meet on the trail, and I just have like good conversation, or I don't even have a conversation with them, and I just I'm like, hey, let's take a photo together. Like, why not? Exactly. Yeah, and just went on 20-ish mile bike ride today. Leaves had not changed quite yet. Bike ride was cool. The guy that I ended up going on the bike ride with, super nice guy. Was like, grew up in the ghetto. He was gonna go into war, and his uncle basically told him, he's like, "You'll die if you go to war, so like, don't do that." His dad didn't even have shoes when he was growing up, and he worked his ass off to be able to get shoes so that then he could have shoes himself and be able to go to college and actually have an education. I love hearing stories like that because it's like a lot of people in America seem to just it was something that he was talking about too, is like they're just entitled in a sense. It's like they just expect this to come to them. Like, a lot of kids nowadays, they just expect that they can grow a following on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whatever it may be without putting in the work, or they expect that this girl should like them without actually working on themselves, or they expect this boy to like them without actually working on themselves. Like, they're just entitled to certain things because of participation awards, and there's nothing, I guess, inherently wrong with that. It's just, it kind of makes weak men and weak people and weak men seem to not be, they lead to weaker things in society, I'd have to say. So going to be editing those videos is my plan over the next couple of days, be able to tell a story. But I was like, let's just get footage, let's just record, and then tonight I figure, like, I'll just relax, essentially, because like this week it's my last week at my job currently, and making a couple of calls. Like, it's been a great company to work for. It has. I just didn't want to sell for them anymore. Like, selling is it's based off of beliefs. If you don't believe in what you're doing, then you're not going to actually sell. You're not going to be good at what you do. So that's why, like, you have to believe wholeheartedly that what you're doing is the right thing. And if you do, then the right audience will essentially come around and being authentic with that aspiration. And that's why I think I'm so good at talking with people, is because I am just authentically and genuinely interested in what that person has been through in their life story. So I show my vulnerabilities first, of like, hey, this is where I was at. These were things that I was struggling with. And I think that allows for them to open up as well. It's just always just positivity and a good outlook on life. But that's pretty much all. Like, just made a couple of calls. I did one interview for this insurance company, which I just wanted to see, like, if I need to get a job, like, will there always be work out there if this doesn't work out? And I already know that this is going to work, so there's really nothing for me to worry about. My hands are in God's hands, essentially, which I think I've kind of maybe talked about that a little bit, possibly, but it's like, God is I am, and I am as us, so it's like he's technically within us. I'm not great at explaining it quite yet because it's still a decently-ish, fairly new idea to myself, so I'm going to be exploring it a bit more. But Buddhism talks about it with, like, non-duality and all these other different avenues. So I can go into that in other videos if you guys want me to. I just figure, like, let's just keep creating. I'm going to do as much as I possibly can by putting in as much as I possibly can, and then I'll just let the outcome take care of itself. That's all I really can do. That's why I post these videos every day. It's just me building the habit, me doing it. I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. Quite literally no idea. I just am like, let me just talk about what I do each and every single day. I don't need to have any sort of fancy edits with this or anything like that. Like I have that on my other channel where I get to experiment with that. This is more of just blank, genuine thoughts that I have at the end of the day. So if you guys are liking these, let me know. You can subscribe. You can comment. It's really up to you. I'll keep making them every single day for you for the full year of 2024. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just going to see what tomorrow brings. Be present, meditate, be peaceful. Let things just come to me naturally. So, talk to you guys tomorrow.